Do you remember being angry at your parents for being too strict? A child thought rules were punishment. Years later, they realized those rules were shields. What felt like pain was actually protection. Their love was strict because they cared. They set limits because they had boundaries. They fought for their child's safety. They taught them right from wrong and still discipline. Gave them chores, all in the name of preparing their child for adulthood. The child saw none of it. All they saw was a limitation on their freedom. They hated it. They resented it. They wished their parents would just loosen up, let them do their own thing. But secretly, deep down, they knew their parents were right. They knew the rules were for their own good, but they didn't want to admit it. It was easier to rebel than to thank their parents for the sacrifices they were making for them. Fast forward a few years and that child is now an adult. They have their own family, their own life experience, and most importantly, they have perspective. Looking back, they can see how their parents' strictness was actually a form of love. The rules weren't meant to be a punishment. They were meant to be a shield. The pain they felt as a child was actually their parents' way of protecting them from the pain of life. Their love was strict because they cared. They set limits because they had boundaries. They fought for their child's safety. They taught them right from wrong, and still discipline, gave them chores, all in the name of preparing their child for adulthood. Now, as an adult, a child understands this. They understand that their parents were only trying to help them become the best version of themselves. They understand that their parents' strictness was actually a form of love. As they look back on their childhood, they no longer resent their parents. Instead, they're grateful for the sacrifices their parents made for them. They realize that their parents gave them the tools they needed to succeed in life. And even though sometimes it hurt, it was all worth it in the end. So to all the strict parents out there, know that your love is appreciated. Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. You may not hear it often, but your children know you only wanted the best for them. And that's what matters most. This is the author. Remember this, the rules that feel heavy now may be the wings that lift you later. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more content.